Okay. Okay. So, I know Bio's the way to go. But I can't do anything else. Like, I can't buff anybody because it immediately gets taken off.
Xanarkand. Uni.
I know.
Uni.
Me.
Me. What are we?
We'll do. We just don't. Until we do. Let's go to Xanarkand. We'll find something there. It'll all come together.
I'm trying to think if there's any other battle in this game that I think of when I think of this game in terms of like fights I had to do over and over and over and over again.
Leader, you know?
And then RPGs in general. Everyone has that boss. If you play RPGs a lot, everyone has that boss that they remember. Yeah.
The son of Jekt.
God, that brings back memories, though. That's how I cheesed a lot of boss fights in this game the first time through. If I fail this time, I'll do it. I think I just got unlucky with the rolls. Like, what? Like, last time you only had, like, 11,000 left, and this time you had 24. And I got there faster, too, I think. Huh. RNG gods.
Lady,
You know.
us. Allow me to say. Yours was truly a gallant race. They threw themselves at me to bar my path. One after another.
Yeah, I know, you slaughtered the Ronso. Come on. Think about the races in this game.
No.
Kimari.
The Al Bhed had their home destroyed.
The suffering of this.
The Guado are like pariah now because they followed Seymour. And the Ronso are badly hurt.
Allow Kimari to die and release him from his pain. Spira is a land of suffering and sorrow caught in a spiral of death. To destroy, to heal Spira, I will become sin. Yes, with your help.
I mean, Seymour enjoys several
Come with
things.
me, Yuna.
And people jumping on him and then murder.
Once I have become
You know, I mean, you know he likes murder. He wants to become sin so he can kill everybody.
Freed again.
It's like my renegade shepherd in Mass Effect.
What do you know?
Pitiful.
I'll show you pitiful.
Your hope
Hopefully.
ends here.
This is like a gauntlet of bosses too. You got this one, then you got the one on top of the mountain. Then you have like the Spectral Keeper guy, then you have Unaleska. Okay. See, now I gotta turn first. That's really weird. The very first thing I'm doing. Boop. Oh, not Lulu. Okay. Now, see, I have to skip a lot of my steps because of Dispel. I mean, I guess I could put stuff on people temporarily. Okay, I'm gonna just regularly. I'm gonna regular attack with Auron. I'm going to get Kimari out. And I'm gonna use a holy water just so he wastes a turn doing full life for nothing. Okay, everything is going smooth so far. Okay. Oh, I do have Dispel. When did I get that? I don't even remember I didn't even remember I had that thing. I'm just gonna start summoning already. Just overdrive after overdrive after overdrive. But this does max damage, plus an extra 4,000 for the sucky thing. Little parasite. All right, so now, yeah, I should have hasted Yuna, not Arn, but okay. Is there one thing I can do that's more valuable than just whacking him with a sword right now? Not particularly. Yeah, I'll just whack him. Nothing else I can do, really. I mean, I suppose I can do this for a little extra damage. Eh. Damn. I was really hoping you wouldn't hit Yuna. Because now I lose her turn, this turn. Yeah, that hurt. Losing that extra turn. And he could cross-cleave. If he cross-cleaves, Yuna's dead. And there's nothing I can do about it. So... okay. I'll take it. I'll take the Dispel. Now. This gives Yuna a turn this turn, which is good. Can I use it? Yes, I can use an item and still get a turn. I'm going to do this just in case. I still can't live a cross cleave, but it's something. All right. So that's another 10,000 plus 3,000. Yeah. Plus another 1,400 after he gets poison damage after this move. Reflect, good. But doesn't matter.
Death awaits.
I suppose I could dispel him. I wonder if I dispel him, would he be able to cast Flare? He casts Flare on himself when he's reflected. I wonder if I dispelled him, would he not or would he just cast Flare directly? I don't know. All right, Waka will live a cross cleave. That's why I'm bringing him in. So I can also do this. I still don't know why I had that stupid break ball on him. It doesn't work on bosses. I should have taken it off. All that Seymour grunting. Hit. Anyone should live this. Okay. Titus, run. Do I want to... I get 2 moves. But is there anything worth doing? I could talk. No, that's... Nope. Well, yeah, if I talk, I could get some special defense. That's not going to help. Now I'm back in Pokemon. Magic defense, not special defense. You know what? How about a nice protect? That might let her live cross-cleave. Now, unfortunately, I don't have another summon with Overdrive up. But it's a free hit, so... Do I chance it? I haven't summoned Yojimbo yet. Yeah. I paid enough for him. Oh, little doggy. I love this summon. I mean, I like all the summon entrances in this game and like the design of them, but now I don't have a lot of money, so I can't pay you too much. But maybe this one gil will persuade you. No, I'm gonna give him more than one. You know what? I'm gonna give him 1,001. I know it's not a lot, but do something other than dog kick. Not bad. I'll take it. And an extra 2,000. That was a weird camera angle. Oh, pain. Spine. That's through the spine. If Yuna gets one more turn, I think I won. As I said, if Yuna gets one more turn. Okay. Oh, look how close that is. Look how close that is. I have like, well, to be fair, I think when it's just the boss and not boss 1 as well, I think that means he'll just stand there and be an idiot. So I have several turns. But am I not going to Grand Summon Bahamut? I mean, Grand Summoning Bahamut. Because I can. Hey, as long as this does about 7,000 damage, I win. I mean, honestly, it could do like 5, and it would still win because the guy would suck up to 2,000 HP. Come on, Bahamut, are you super weak? No, you're good. And yes, you were right, Dora. That would have killed him. Now I kind of feel stupid. Oh well, at least he's dead. Maybe he'll stay dead this time. Yeah, I'm with you, Titus. That was a tough battle.
And stay up there!
And everyone, it's so awkward. Everyone just silently walks away. Look at poor Kimari. He's the only one who didn't get XP. Level 4 spheres. I might be able to get something cool. And yes, thank you, Hazel. I did it. Yay, it only took 5 times. It was better than my first time through.
He will become sin with my help.
Lies. Forget them.
If he becomes sin, Sir Jecht will be saved.
We're leaving.
You know something, tell me! Tell me.
Sin's my old man.
You hit your head.
Sin is my old man. My old man became Sin. I don't know how or why he did it. I felt him inside.
Phrasing.
And when I did, I knew it was true. My old man's spirit is suffering. Sorry.
Even knowing that Sin is your father, still, you know I must.
I know. Let's get him.
That would have been an awkward
I think
voice
my
line
old
session,
man
wouldn't
would
it?
want that.
You'd fight your own father?
No problem there.
Yeah, no problem there.
About your old man. You sure this ain't some kind of bad toxin dream or something? Then, Chapu.
Yeah.
I think I'll just pretend I didn't hear nothing.
That means that Titus's father
I'm a little
killed Waka's
confused,
brother.
yeah? Why'd all this have to happen?
We'll learn when we arrive. Soon.
See, Auron knows all the answers, but... Oh, bye. Thanks for stopping by, and I will be at your stream. Wait, about an hour, I guess? I'll watch you steal more cheese. And somehow piss off every single person in every town. Yeah, this is a little freaky. Soulnado.
What are those?
Those are faith. A summoning. Someone is using these faith. Someone is drawing energy from all of them.
This many? Who wields power on this scale? And what could they be calling?
Hey, you know something, don't ya? Spill the beans.
Oh, he knows.
Look not to others for knowledge. This is your journey too.
Uni might die, you know?
No. Arin's right.
Huh?
This is our... This is my story. What?
So yeah, those are faith. And they are summoning, well, a city. And look at that, Titus is back home. I think.
Hey?
I don't know if he's actually back in Xanarkand, or if this is just like a vision or dream, ironically a dream. Because again, from what I understand of this game's world, the dream Xanarkand does physically exist in Spira. It's just in a different place. So I don't know if he's actually somehow back there, or if this is just like in his mind. And he lives on a boat. Hey, we never did get to see his home before. Here it is.
Welcome home.
Nice view.
You...
Remember me? We met in Bavel.
Yeah?
But that wasn't the first time we met. I've known about you for a long time. A long, long time.
I feel like I know you too. Where are we?
Silly, don't recognize your own home?
Oh, look at all those trophies.
What's gotten into you, hey?
Wake up! Wake up!
Wait, this is a dream.
Precisely.
A dream? Are you crazy? I don't have time to be dreaming now.
You're wrong. It's not that you're dreaming. You are a dream.
Huh? Wait a sec.
The reveal. The second reveal of the game, I guess.
Long ago, there was a war.
Yeah, with Machina, right?
Yes, a war between Xanarkand and Bavel. Bavel's Machina assured their victory from the start. Spira had never seen such power. The summoners of Xanarkand didn't stand a chance. Xanarkand was doomed to oblivion. That's why we tried to save it, if only in a memory.
What did you do?
The remaining summoners and the townspeople that survived the war, they all became faith for the summoning.
The summoning. You mean sin?
No, I mean this place. A Xanarkand that never sleeps.
What?
The dreams of the faith summoned the memories of the city. They summoned all the buildings, all the people who lived there.
The people. What? They're all dreams? Me, too?
Yes, you're a dream of the faith. You, your father, your mother, everyone. All dreams. And if the faith stopped dreaming,
you would cease to exist with everything else. So Titus is basically a summon, I guess. Ooh, it got all spooky.
No! So what if I'm a dream? I like being here.
we've been dreaming so long. We're tired. Would you and your father, would you let us rest? Both you and your father have been touched by sin. Sin, the one around whom all Spira, the spiral, revolves.
What are you saying?
You two are more than just dreams now.
Wake up! Wake up, please!
Just a little more, and maybe you are the dream that will end our dreaming at last.
Yeah, this is like the second big reveal in the game. And honestly, I think it's more important.
Are you all right? Oh, phew.
And again, Auron knows all this.
We were so worried about
He just wants them to figure it out.
You okay?
I'm okay.
What happened?
Nothing. I blacked out. I was dreaming. You called me. And I woke up.
He had a nice nap.
Nothing like a good nap. Well, I'm ready. Let's go.
This is such a creepy place, though. Just bodies inside a glowing wall that all became faith and summoned a city. So Xanarkin knew they were screwed. So they became faith and summoned a dream version that, you know, can't be destroyed. And there's so many theories about how, like, does the world reset? Is everyone in the world of Spirit, in the world of Xanarkin, the Titus, that's one that Titus is from, that Xanarkin, does it reset? Is everyone in that world? Did everyone in that world exist at the time Xanarkin was around? Or that was kind of stupid of me. Apparently, they absorb water. Or because Jekt has Titus. Titus remembers being a kid, but memories can be implanted. I mean, what I'm trying to say is, has there been 1,000 years of generations of people being born and dying, or does the world just keep restarting? Like the whole thing with Shuyin in 10-2. Apparently the creators of the games, the writers, said that Shuyin is not Titus. Some people thought that like Titus was like a different version of Shuyin based on him, but not. But apparently that's not true. At least that's what they said. There are multiple people that make this game. So just because one or two says it doesn't mean that's real, I guess. Wouldn't be the first time a creator said something and then someone said that wasn't true. It was the other way around. Ow. Like I remember I don't remember his name. The main writer of Chrono Trigger and Chrono Cross. He said that, I'm not going to spoil anything for that because this isn't I'm not streaming Chrono Cross. I don't want to like spoil, even though it says spoilers allowed. I'm not going to spoil that. But he basically said that one theory was not true when he heard about it. But then years later, he said that it was true. And I think he actually did the reverse with something else. So who knows? Unless it's specifically... wow, I'm dying. Unless it's specifically stated in the game itself, I guess it doesn't matter what they say. We don't know if it's true or not. Thing has a lot of health. Now, good thing I have a summon in because he cannot be... yeah, that would have been bad. Although I'll admit, again, anyone who's new to this channel, Mass Effect series, the Mass Effect series and Final Fantasy X are two of my favorite things. That moment where the faith of Bahamut, the little kid, is talking to Tidus about stuff, like exposition, like reveals, it does remind me of the end of Mass Effect 3. The old, weird child that's not really a child explaining things. Oh. I'm alive. I'm good. Okay. Do. Good MP, or AP. I really want to reach that save sphere. I really do. Another one, huh? I'll be honest, I might run from this, but we'll see. I would seriously doubt that I could bio this thing. It's a plant that can poison and do things. I would think that you couldn't bio that. Can you see? Oh, you can. Okay. All right. Well, that enemy just became a lot more, or a lot less deadly. Oh, saved at last. All right. This place is a bit of a puzzle. Sort of. I have. When they re-released it for Xbox, I bought it and 100%ed both of them. And I will tell you, 100%ing Final Fantasy X was more tedious because of the sphere grid. Doing 10-2 was a pain because of the new monster arena thing they added. Hey, welcome back. Lulu fan, huh? Yeah, when Hazel was here earlier, when I asked who her favorite character was, I even told her, like, she said Auron. And of course, I have to say, like, don't include Auron because he's awesome. Then she said Lulu. And again, no one ever says Kimahri. No one ever says Tidus, for that matter. What about Waka? Yeah, everyone loves Auron. Which is why as soon as she said it, I forgot, I was like, oh, I should have said, don't count Auron. Well, Tidus does grow up. He matures. But... I mean, my favorite character past, or after Auron is probably Riku. I'm just going to summon to finish this thing off, get a Unisum experience. I mean, I like all the characters in a lot of ways.
Be strong.
So. Although, again, like, saying that, like, Kimahri and Tidus are the worst ones. Think about Mass Effect. I know I keep coming back to Mass Effect, but I can't help it. That's just my thing. Like, people don't like Jacob in Mass Effect 2. But compared to all the other characters, of course he's boring. When you make great characters, even okay characters can seem bad. Oh, I didn't heal myself. Okay, good. Whew. Wait. You've played 5? Not a lot of people have played 5. It's rare to meet someone who's actually played Final Fantasy V. Interesting. I was having a conversation with myself a little earlier like back when I first started the stream today, and I was wondering, like if I had to say who my favorite teammate was, character, in each Final Fantasy, could I? Some games just don't have that for me. Like again, Final Fantasy IX. I like all the characters except for Quina, but I don't really have a favorite. Okay, he doesn't count. I'm talking about teammates. Okay, well this is a fun fight. All right, can I go please? I can go at some. Okay, oh cool. Oh come on, picking the cool villain's kind of cheating. It's like picking Auron in this. Like, I mean, of course I'd probably say Vivi, but that's also kind of like a gimme answer. Yeah, some people don't like Zidane. I like him. Do people not like him because he's not Cloud or Squall? Like, they had 2 games of, like, the broody ones, and then Zidane's, like, more upbeat, and people are like, oh, I don't like that. Oh, did I pronounce something stupid again? And did I pronounce something American and you're making fun of me? Aluminum. Data. Data again. What? Zidane? Zidane? Well, that doesn't sound right at all. Zidane. Okay. No, I really don't want to fight these things. Well, of course I'm reading in American. How else am I going to read it? I really don't want to fight these guys. Oh, tonight on stream? Oh, you mean tomorrow on stream? I'm reading that American too.
Looks like we got a job to do, yeah?
It's 9 p.m. here.
If anything should happen in the water, we're relying on you 3. If it gets dangerous, pull out quick.
Right.
Be careful, okay?
Well, you'll notice how I still say Titus and not Titus. However I pronounce characters from games I played like over a decade ago, I'm probably never going to change. It's just how I am. I tried saying Titus when I first started streaming this, and guess what? I still say Titus. I can't help it. I gave up. Fishies. Why did... Oh, what the... Why can the fish explode? I was wondering why it cutscene there for a second. Alright, water sword is not great in the water. I need to remember that. So for now, that. Oh, well, I've been poisoned and I can't switch out to not take poison damage. So, you know what, Em? We can have a nice, pronunciation stream when you stream. How about we make a list and it's like you pronounce all the Final Fantasy names. How about Tifa? Most of them I think are pretty self-explanatory, honestly. No, it's Tifa. Tifa. I'm right on that one. That's how it's pronounced in Advent Children, and that's how it's pronounced in the fighting games. Dissidia. I am not getting the ultimate weapons. I thought about it, but I kind of want this playthrough to just be like a nice casual run, kind of like how I played it the first time through. And just like I'm struggling on boss fights, I kind of don't want them because they're too powerful. It's been a long time since I played the game, and the last fourth of the game wasn't super easy. However, as a little bonus thing I'm going to do, I have an Xbox save with Waka, Titus, and Riku pretty much maxed out before I fought the Dark Aeons with their weapons. So I'm going to do that, and then I have a save before I fought Penance with everyone maxed out. That'll be like a nice bonus thing that I can do. The Trial of Gagazet involves throwing a ball. That was bad. That was bad. Okay, it kind of looked like I hit it there. And no, I'm not. Although I did do something on stream last time. I did the Chocobo race. It only took me 7 tries to get 000. That was the one thing I promised I'd stream, and luckily, I did it fairly quickly. That was too early, I think. Yep. See, this is misleading. It looks like you can hit it where I was hitting it, but you can't. It's weird. Okay. No, too late. Wow. All right, stop. Go. It really looks like I'm hitting it. Well, that didn't. Yeah. Yay. I did it. Oh, treasure chest. I mean, if you think about it, the ultimate weapons, what are the worst ones? Chocobo racing. If you had a poll, Chocobo racing would probably be at the top. Then you have butterfly catching. I honestly hate that one the most, I think. I just find it really annoying. Forgot to heal Riku. Well, Riku might be dead. Riku's dead. I am going to swim away. Swim, please. Oh, no one has healing magic. Never mind. Just in case I get attacked again. Ooh, what's that way? Nothing. Riku. Jesus. See, it's a shame I'm not going to be doing the endgame stuff and get super powerful, because Riku kind of needs it. She's a little weak unless you do that kind of stuff. No, don't poison me. Oh, that's cool. I wasn't sure if that would work. The counter doesn't count poison damage. That's interesting. Well, you know the one thing you could argue, like, what makes the Chocobo race so bad? To me, it's no contest. It's the controls. The controls are terrible. This game wasn't built to be a racing game. Good counter. Like the Remium Temple thing. I am going back to Remium Temple to fight the Aeons, to get the Maga Sisters after I get Anima, after I get the airship. But I you know what? You know what? Just because it's on par with like the Chocobo racing, I said I would do that. I think I'm going to do the Remium Temple Chocobo race, where I get all the items that I can customize some stuff. Well, it depends on what ending you get. Honestly, the canon ending is the perfect ending. Because there's a Japanese book that follows the game that takes place like 6 months later that says Titus is back. So the canon ending has to be the perfect one. It may be a little, because Titus does sacrifice himself, and it does seem a little cheap, but it's to, I guess it's the faith's gift to both of them. Titus saved the world by sacrificing himself. Yuna saved the world when she just wanted a normal life. So it's like, here, as a thanks, you get Titus back. And he gets to live. You know, what I can't stand is that that thing they put after the end of both games on the disc that comes with the HD version. What is it called? Like, Will or something? I hate that thing. It defies the rules they set in the world. And it makes everyone go... It makes Yuna act like she used to. Like, you kind of, like, lose that character development. It's really weird. I'm not even sure if it's considered canon anymore.
Your pain shall be twofold.
I love Arn. Now, if I remember correctly, by doing armor break, that makes normal attacks do normal stuff to this guy, so that's good. Yeah. And I don't think he can kill me. If he... Well, maybe. We'll find out. I have got to start using Kimahri. He's falling behind even now. But he's so weak. Look, Riku does more damage. This is a bad example, though. Kimahri's magic is actually better than his physical attack. And I think this thing is... Uh-oh. Oh! Ten-2 is... I like Ten-2. It's just a more... It's a fun game. Like, listen to the music. The music in 10 is very soft most of the time. It's very emotional. Because it's a serious topic. Like, you know, the death and Unit sacrificing herself and Titus and all that stuff. In 10-2, listen to the music. It's all like jazzy and happy. Even the fighting music. It's just a fun game to play. And the battle system's great. I love it.
It's over.
But the story of 10-2 is not the greatest. And I've described this before in the same way. Whenever I play a game that gets a sequel, or even a movie sometimes, like I watch a movie that gets a sequel after a while, it feels like sometimes they have it's like they have a list of characters that were in the game or movie, and they just plug them in to positions for the sequel. It doesn't feel natural. Now, 10-2 didn't do that too badly. It's more the NPCs than the main characters. But a good example is, I love the game Tales of Symphonia on the GameCube. It's been forever since I played it, but I like it. I played the sequel on the Wii, and I just didn't like it. And it felt like all the characters from the previous game were just kind of shoehorned in some, like, it didn't feel right. It felt forced. Oh, that's right. I don't have the water weapon on anymore. Good. Oh, that works. God, I'm sorry, Kimahri. I don't mean to do this, but look at his sphere moves compared to everybody else. And Riku. They just keep falling behind. Because I can't level them up at the same time. They're both so weak. I can't put both of them in my party. So you know what? Okay, Kimahri or Riku will always be in my party. I need to level them up. Yeah, heal up. Now, why is it telling me to go this way? The red thing's telling me to go this way. But then, whatever. I'll ignore it. Yeah. Mass Effect 2, if you asked me... You know, I don't think I want to fight this guy either, right? If you asked me... What, like, I made a list of, like, the greatest sequels of all time in games. Mass Effect 2 is on there for me. Now look, I love Mass Effect 1. But I'll be the first to admit it has its problems. The combat system's not great. And 2, it's so much tighter, the mechanics, and it's just so much more fluid, and it's just fun. It's fun to fight in 2. In 3, sometimes, or in 1, it's kind of sometimes just like, eh. Well, that didn't do... Well, that wasn't that bad. Oh, yeah. Well, they can be in the party at the same time with this setup, Machina, but... I can't wait to get to Mass Effect 2. As much as I love 3. Like... That's why, again, I was originally planning to continue Mass Effect only 2 days a week. And then do a Final Fantasy game the other 2 days. Like, after I'm done with 10, I was going to do my least favorite Final Fantasy. You know, I get to play my favorite, then I can play my least favorite. It kind of balances out. Not gonna fight you. I probably should. I need some more XP, but... Well, that's a good question. If I had to say what my most played game... It'd probably be Mass Effect 1. I've probably played 1 the most of any game. Well, all the way through. Not time-wise, but just, like, playthrough-wise. I've beaten 10 probably, like, 6 times. Because it kept coming up in different systems, and I kept buying it for some reason. Well, that's... Forgot that guy is armored. Never mind. What? Did the eyeball just dodge my person who's supposed to hit eyeballs? Well, that's a thing. Oh, see, I thought about saving it as a surprise, but it... I'll tell you this. It's not 13. I know 13 is pretty much at the bottom for everybody. For me, it's not at the bottom.
Let's see you under pressure.
That did nothing. Waka, you're the person that hits flying things, right? Okay, that thing's gonna hurt. I need to kill it. But could you hit it, please? Thank you. That didn't kill? Wow. "13 is not my least favorite because I like the combat system. An RPG can have a terrible story, terrible characters, as long as it has a good fighting system, combat system. I will give it a shot. Don't get me wrong, I love story and characters. I mean, I like Mass Effect. Like, I love Mass Effect for that reason. And it's sci-fi. I love sci-fi settings in RPGs. And Ifrit's dead. But 13, it looks pretty. Graphics are kind of low on the list of like priorities for me, but still, it looks nice. The music's actually pretty good. The combat system is great. I don't like the story that much, and I don't like the characters that much. I mean, trust me, 13 is certainly down on the list for me, but it's not last. Oh, more water. Now, I'm only counting main series games. There's an exception, though. I've always thought of Final Fantasy Tactics as a main series game. It stands alone. It's not a sequel. It's not a spin-off. It stands strong on its own. And technically it is a sequel to 12, but 12 came out later. So technically 12 is a prequel to Tactics. Man, I wish Riku was more useful. I need to get her some magic. Nope, that'll work. But, I mean, I think I've already said this before. Tactics is my second favorite Final Fantasy game. So after I get done with my least favorite, that would be next. And that's a long one. Like I know M mentioned, she's played all of them, including the spin-offs. I've played most of them. I only played the first Dissidia. And what else is there? Let me think. I never finished the After Years. Final Fantasy IV The After Years. I did the first 2 main chapters and a couple of the side ones, never finished it. It's okay. I'm going in like chronological order here, not order they came out. Let's see, 5, 6. I played Dirge of Cerberus. Not great, but it was kind of fun. It was different. I played Crisis Core, the PSP one. Yeah, that's the PSP one. I never played the cell phone one, although, to be fair, I don't think a lot of people have. Not bad. Kill 2 of them. I think I'm going to do myself a favor and not do that. Look, it seems like over the years, I've gotten stupid when it comes to games. I don't know why. I just have. I feel like if I played that version of Tactics, I would just die. If I want to hate myself and play a game like that, I'll play XCOM on impossible difficulty. There is some wiggle room here. There is a mod. I think it was called 1.3. I think it was just called 1.3. It was like hard something 1.3. There is a mod that's kind of a mix of the two. It's not as hard, but it adds the balances, including like some of the moves, some of the abilities moved around for balance. Some classes are better. I might do that. Thing is, you can only mod the original Tactics game. You can't do War of the Lion. And War of the Lion, I kind of like. Like, I like both. It's unfortunate that War of the Lion is only on the PSP. And there we go. Waka gets the big one, because he's big boy. Although, if I had to make my list of like favorite and least favorite for this purpose, after you get past the first 4, I don't know what goes after that. Depends on what mood I'm in. There are days where I feel like playing Final Fantasy 13, to be honest. Some days. Like, personally, I love Final Fantasy 8. It was my first Final Fantasy game. So, I kind of like it, and Waka's dead. I like Final Fantasy 7. I feel like it's a little overhyped, but it was my second Final Fantasy, and I still like it. I should have healed. Yep. But yeah, after the first 4 to 6, like, first favorite, least favorite, second least favorite, third, and third, it's just kind of like, whatever. Yeah, but let's be honest. Some of the stuff they've done hasn't made sense. Like porting the mobile versions of 5 and 6 and Chrono Trigger to Steam. That was awful. It took 5 patches, I think. I think it was 5. For them to fix Chrono Trigger on Steam. The UI is terrible. You know what? I'm not taking a chance here. The UI was meant for a phone screen, so it just doesn't translate well to a much bigger PC screen. But I would love a re-release of Tactics, add in the War of the Lion stuff, and like, you know how they just re-released, like, you know, 8 and 7, all that stuff on the Xbox and Switch. Make a Tactics version. Make it look a little better. Give it the War of the Lion stuff and release it. I'll buy it. Wait, why did I do that?
As you wish.
Man, wouldn't it be something if I made like a list of all the Final Fantasy games, even the spin-offs, and played them all? That would take so long. It'd be fun, though. Well, I'm not quite sure what to do with him. Let's try that. Not bad. Let's see. 7, 7, 8 doesn't have any. 9 doesn't have any. You got 10, 2. You got 12. I like 12. I think 12 is a little underrated. I really enjoyed playing through it again on the Xbox. Now, is it basically Star Wars and Final Fantasy world? Yes. But I like it. There is actually a spin-off to 12. I have it. It's on the DS. Revenant Wings. Also, well, yeah, being on the DS, it's kind of hard to stream that. Doable, but... Let's see. 13 obviously has 2 other games. 13-2 and Lightning Returns. I don't like 13. I don't like... I hate 13-2 more than 13. Yeah. Like Final Fantasy VII, last part, coming 2025.
She has sent fiends to test our summoner's strength.
Who is she?
Yunalesca.
Lady Yunalesca.
In Zanarkand, she awaits the arrival of the strongest.
She is still alive?
Sort of.
As much as Micah and Seymour.
I see.
Lost your nerve?
No. Nothing frightens me now.
Braska would be proud.
Then I must not let him down.
Yeah, Yuna has grown up a lot in this. All the characters grow a little bit, but I think Yuna, she grows a lot in this. And cool. Ambush. Alright, well, someone's dead. It's Arin. Spoiler. I think I'm near a save sphere. So, bye. So let's see, what else is there? I can tell, you know what's weird? Lightning Returns is a weird Final Fantasy game. It's like a time simulator. It's a time management simulator. Well, I would love a definitive version of Final Fantasy VI. Some people still consider the original the best. It's buggy, and, you know, it's on the SNES, but people consider it the better version. The Game Boy version's fine, except the sound's awful on it. The PlayStation version has way too many long load times, just like all the other ones, like Chrono Trigger also, and 5 also suffer from that, the PS1 versions. It's just weird that a game that could run on the Super Nintendo that's on a system that's more advanced has load time, like bad load time.
It comes.
Oh boy. You know, I probably should have used my sphere moves first. Let's see. 15. I played 15. I played all the DLC except for the newer one. It's okay. 15's kind of in the middle for me. I still need to watch the movie. I should have done that before I played it, but... Ow, that hurt quite a bit. And wow, that's a lot of status. I would have loved to get a 5 and 6 remake, like 4. I like the 4 remake on DS. I mean, don't get me wrong, I love the original 4. I love sprites. Like, I love that 2D thing, like that 2D build to it. I like how that plays. But I love the 3D remake on the DS of 4 is awesome because it's different, it has voice acting, and it's hard. That game is hard. I would have loved a 5 and 6 version of that. Now, I wonder if I can bio this thing. That would make this fight so much easier. I can. Things I do like about 15. The graphics, of course. It looks great. I like how the world is, like, almost hyper-realistic. When I first saw those imps in that cave or that demo that came out, it freaked me out. I was like, this is cool. Remember, it was originally based on 13 Verses, which had that hyper-realistic look. It was like a realistic world with Final Fantasy. And so seeing those creatures that I've known since, like, Final Fantasy 1 look so real in that kind of world, I liked it. It was fun. See, now that I have him poisoned, I think I'm in pretty good shape. Now, I know this thing has something he can do to dispel me, but I'm going to put this stuff on anyway. There we go. It's that weird camera angle again where I have to use a different direction to go through my people. Up and down. 2,000. That's more than Seymour was taking. Titus had... Well, no, Titus did something. Waka hasn't done anything yet. Attack. Riku. Oh, well, that's... Hit Arn, please. Hit Arn, please. That's why I want him to hit Arn. He barely survived that. Now, I was thinking about doing like a more... I don't know what to call it. Like, I was going to do I was going to start to do a Sunday stream. That was weird. My stream stopped for a second. Weird. Didn't say I dropped any frames. Huh. Where I was going to play games I grew up with. I have a lot of Game Boy games. A lot of Game Boy games. Because they were cheap. And my parents bought them. And because of that, I have a lot of games to go through, which is cool because the Game Boy games that I grew up with are super short. Because, well, you get what you pay for. It's a Game Boy game. And 3 of the Game Boy games I have are actually pretty long compared to others. I have Final Fantasy Legends 1, 2, and 3. They are not technically Final Fantasy games. They're Saga games. But for some reason they called them Final Fantasy Legends 1, 2, and 3. I beat the first one. Played the other 2 a little bit. They're okay. They're interesting. They're different. It's like how Final Fantasy Adventure was... I actually don't remember what that series is called. I think it's the same one as Secret of Mana. Whatever it is in Japan. Unfortunately, I heard the remake of that was not good. Oh, he has a Suna. It's going right back on. Hell, my first Game Boy game was Tetris. Because I remember when I was 4 and my dad came home one night with it. He had Tetris and Metroid 2. And then eventually, I think like a couple weeks later, he bought me the first Turtles game on there. That was the first game I ever beat. Was the Turtles game, Fall of the Foot Clan. Super easy game to beat. You can literally beat it in like 45 minutes. Which is why those streams would be a lot shorter. Honestly, I wouldn't even beat most of the Game Boy games. I would just like play them for half an hour and then be like, okay, well, that's all this game has to offer. Oh, he's blinded. I was not paying attention. I need to get Lulu out of there. Okay. There's some decent Game Boy games, though. Now, of course, there's Pokemon. That's going to be something different entirely. I'm not doing Pokemon. If I do Pokemon, it'll be an actual stream thing, not like a try out my old games thing. Oh, wouldn't that be a thing? Not only play every Final Fantasy game, but play through all the Pokemon generations too? Oh, that would take so long. I keep forgetting he's blinded. Yep, there we go. Well, someone's dead. Unfortunately, it's Yuna. Ah, I gotta put poison on again, which is fine. Hey, see how... Now this is true in all games like this. See how Lulu's blind, but magic doesn't miss? My friend and I that are talking about, like, trying to make a simple RPG, we had an idea, like, we're either gonna make blind make magic miss as well, or just make a separate status for it. Like, it's unfair. Like, magic can miss too. If you try throwing out a magical spell when you can't see. And going back to that Pokemon thing real quick, playing them all. You see, with the idea of playing all the Final Fantasies, I have to decide which version to play. Which version of one would I play? I personally like the original. It's broken. You know, it's not very balanced, but I like it. But I think I'm going to play the Origins version, which is far less broken, but it has something I love, and that's the charge system. It makes the game harder. You have to be careful with your magic more. It makes the magic users not as overpowered. That being said, if I play Pokemon again, I'm playing the remakes. At least for the originals. I'm not playing original Red and Blue. I'll play Fire Red or Leaf Green. Oh, that's not good at all. Wow, that's actually really bad. Remedy? I don't want to waste these, but I love Pokemon. I've played all of them. Why not? Oh, that's right. Lulu's confused. I was wondering why the camera, like, why I was like, why is nothing happening? Oh, he has 6,000 HP left. You know what? Let's not take a risk. No one has overdrive, but maybe I can blunt force my way through this. Confusion is so deadly. When we were talking about new types of status ideas and what's balanced, we talked about like how confusion is so dangerous, but you can knock them out of it with a hit. That's the important thing. Can you imagine? Can you imagine confusion if you couldn't just knock someone out of it? I should have this. That. Aw. You know what? He might survive this. Look at that. He survived it. And then the poison killed him. Yes. Poison death. Yeah, that'd be a broken status.
Hey, can't we rest a little?
No need. We reach the summit soon.
I know. That's why I want to stop for a bit. Soon means that there's not much time left. Riku. Fine. I'll think on the way.
Oh, when we were talking about it, it's also hard not to take from other games you've played. Like Final Fantasy, or even Pokemon.
Hey, come on, let's go.
We are. We're almost there, aren't we?
We've come a long way.
What's so funny?
You remind me of myself.
Hmm?
Before, the closer I came to Xanarkand, the more I wondered. When we arrive, Brasker will call the final Aeon. He will fight Sin, then die. I thought my mind was made up long before. But when I stood here, my resolve wavered.
Never would have figured. Legendary Guardians choke sometimes too, yeah?
Legendary.
Legendary Guardian. I was just a boy. A boy about your age, actually. I wanted to change the world too. But I changed nothing. That is my story.
Yeah, Auron beats himself up for that. The fact that he thought like Titus does, he wanted to change things, and he changed nothing. That's why he's hoping that the next generation will get the job done. That's why I love Auron as a character. He could have told them all this the whole time. But instead, he's letting them figure it out on their own, make their own decisions. And there it is.
Dead for 1,000 years. A city I had to see with my own eyes.
Ah. FMV Titus.
The end of Yuna's journey.
FMV Yuna looks great. For some reason, Titus just looks off.
The last chapter in my story. My thoughts, they kept floating up and then slipping through my fingers. Slipping away before I could pin them down with words.
Poetic.
Yuna, I say no. If we go down there, then you'll... Riku, you're a true friend, and I thank you, but I must go
That would be a fun game.
down to Xanarkand.
Especially with Jacked.
I'm not saying we shouldn't go, but shouldn't we think about it some more? There's gotta be some kind of way we can save you, Yuna! All my life, I knew this moment would come. Yuni... Thank you, Riku. Thank you for everything. Don't say that, Yuni. It's not over yet. Tell Sid, thank you.
Oh, that's right.
No, you can tell him yourself.
Titus made a promise to Sid that Yuna would live. He will beat the crap out of him if he doesn't. Motivation.
Please. Yuni, don't say that because we're gonna see each other again, okay? Kimari, let's go.
Now, the question is, can I walk around this? I can? You mean it's an option not to pick this up? I mean, it's telling me to, but... I'm not going to chance it. It'd be amazing if you could just skip this. I mean, he snuck into her room. Why wouldn't he listen to this, too? Like, he doesn't understand privacy very well, does he? It's like someone's diary falling out of their backpack, and it's like, I'll just read that before I give it back.
Sir Auron, Kimari told me, when my father wanted me taken from Bavel to Besaid, it was you who told Kimari, right? I had always wanted to meet you someday. I am truly glad that I had that chance. Having you as a guardian was so great an honor. I don't know how to thank you. Perhaps, if I defeat Sin, that will be my thanks to you. That's what I'll do. Yes. I will challenge Sin. I will defeat Sin. if you are all there watching this, then I guess sin is already gone. And so am I. I suppose. Anyway, I just wanted to say, Sir Orin, I thank you. Kimahri, do you remember the first day we met? I was only 7. My father had defeated sin, and all Bavel was celebrating. Everyone was saying what a hero my father was. I was so happy. But when night came, it occurred to me. My father had defeated sin, and now he was dead. Now, I was all alone. I couldn't sleep. So I wandered into the town, away from the celebrating crowds. I stood on the bridge in Bavel, where my father and I had parted. Standing there, alone, I could see the fields where he had fought sin. Then, you appeared, Kimahri. You said you were looking for the daughter of Braska, remember? At first, I was so scared. Until I realized what a gentle person you are. You weren't used to talking to children. When I told you that I was Braska's daughter, you said you would take me as far from Bavel as you could. That it was the wish of a man facing death. I think I cried then, because that was when I knew my father was dead.
Except he wasn't talking
And
about
I
her father.
would never see him again. You just held me, without saying a word. I cried after we got to Besaid, too. When you tried to go, after leaving me in the care of the temple, I held on to you crying, "Don't go, don't go." And you listened, Kimahri. You stayed. Kimahri, thank you. Thank you so much. And I've always liked your broken horn. Waka, Lulu. I'll never forget my days spent with you, growing up in Besaid. We always played together, us and Chapu. That's why I was always so happy, I think. And when you refused to let me become a summoner, and I did it anyway, I'm sorry. I've always wanted to apologize. You know, when you tried to stop me then, really, I was happy. I could tell you really cared about me. You were like my big brother and sister. No, I think you really were my big brother and sister. What else? I love watching you play Blitzball, Waka. I even love it when you scold me, Lulu. Really. I guess that leaves the newest guardian. Star player of the Zanarkand Abes. You are... I am... Well, I'm glad. I'm glad that we met. We haven't even known each other that long, but... It's funny. So this is what it feels like. It's a much more wonderful feeling than anything I had ever imagined. Wonderful. But it hurts sometimes. I wonder. I just want to say thank you for everything. Maybe that's why it hurts. When I think about us never being together again at all. say that. I'll do that part over.
What you up to?
Damn, that was nice and depressing. Ooh. That'd be an interesting sensation. Like she was basically filling out a goodbye letter. And again, remember the part of the game where Titus kept saying like, "Oh, can we just skip the temples and get to Xanarkand? I want to get to Xanarkand right now. Let's go, guys." But now that he knows that it means her death, of course, now he's trying. Now he's being like, "Hey, we don't have to go to Xanarkand. Let's just go home." Oh, and this should look familiar. And we finally made it to the beginning of the game. It's strange to think that everything that happened up to this point is more of a flashback or retelling. This is the present day. It's so weird to remember that fact that the whole time you've been playing this, now we're at the present, and the whole past part of that game. But if you think about it, Titus has been telling the story in like the form of like those ideas he's been having. That was him telling the story. It's literally his story. Yeah, this game is a little heavy. And then you get to 10-2, where it's all about changing outfits and using guns and pop music, and it still has its sad moments. But it's a little more fun. You know, this city, when Yuna sees this city and everyone else does, they're probably thinking, "Oh, this is where Yuna dies. This is her grave." When Titus sees it, I mean, who knows what he's thinking? Like, this is what my dream city's based on? There's that Silent Night part. I always thought that like this track has like Silent Night in a part of it with the piano part.
Listen to my story. This may be our last chance.
Full circle. So, huzzah! Reached Xanarkand.
There was more, right? I mean, like that time. Anyone?
I think
Yes?
that we should stop. Maybe. For now.
Oh no, not the music. Not the Xanarkand music. No. I love this track, and you get to hear it as you're walking up to the dome. Oh, they don't want to talk to me. Okay. See, I told myself I wanted to get to the point where I got the airship, right, after the Xanarkand stuff, and if I got to a point where I felt like one more hour past my normal stopping point would do it, I would continue. I honestly don't think it will. But the thing is, I want my Blitzball recruitment and Blitzball stream to be all one stream. I want to start it with it. And the thing is, if I stop here on Friday, it'll only take me like an hour or two at most to get to that point. So it'll either be a short stream, but... There's no way. Yeah, I don't want to like force myself and be like, oh, I got to get through it real quick. I want to have fun with it. Plus, I could probably easily lose to Unalesca a few times because I suck now. So yeah, I think I will call the stream here for the night. My streams are normally 7 to 10 my time, Eastern. But my Friday and Saturdays, I think I'm going to start making them longer, at least an hour longer. So tomorrow I'll be streaming Mass Effect 1 at the same time. That'll be fun. I'll finish up the side quests and then finally move on to the story stuff. That'll be fun. Thanks everyone for stopping by. M was here. Hazel, Silver, you've been here for a while. Thank you for the conversation. That's the reason why I started streaming. To have like a nice conversation with people in chat while I play games that I like. With people that like the game. Alright, and before I go though, we can raid, we'll raid Hazel's channel. She started streaming. So I'm gonna stop this so I can actually go over here. Turn that off so it's not deafening. Okay. Okay. So I'm gonna raid this. Oops. I can type. I can type. And I'm such a terrible speller, I have to check and see if I did it right. Okay. Alright. Yep, everyone have a good night. And hopefully I'll see some of you guys tomorrow for Mass Effect and then on the weekend for both. And here we go.
Listen to my story. This may be our last chance.